Good morning, Mustangs. I'm Bryant Bowles.
And I'm Graham Kramer.
Today is Friday, March 27th.
We have a whole lot of segments for you today, so let's just jump on in.
Good morning, Mustangs. My name is Saffron, and I'm reporting on activities. Seniors' grad cores are due on the 31st of March, this Sunday. So if you have any physical copies, make sure to turn them into the counseling center today. If you have any digital copies, make sure to email those. Harriman High School students had the opportunity to interview some candidates at the caucus. Let's take a look at that.
My name is Doug Fiafia. I live here in Harriman. I currently am in the Utah House of Representatives in District 48, which Harriman High School and a lot of Harriman sits in. But I'm running for the state Senate, which encompasses Harriman, Riverton, Bluffdale, parts of Draper, and Saratoga Springs.
We'd like to know just like a little introduction into your policies as well. Is there anything that is super standout important to you that you'd like to let Harriman know?
Sure, yeah. I tend to lead a lot of the AI and technology legislation in the state. My background is in tech. I worked at Google for 5 years when AI was rolled out. And so a lot of what I'm doing is trying to make sure that we protect children from the potential harms of AI and empower parents.
How do you plan to ensure that education stays safe in Utah and affordable, especially within the current political climate that sort of is attacking budgets that are going into education facilities?
Yeah, education is important, and it's in our Constitution that we fund public education and that we ensure that the kids that grow up in our neighborhoods and in our state are well educated. And so I'm a big advocate for education and making sure that we're funding it at a good level. I know that we've increased it. I think this last year was just above 4%.
Sure.
And I think we'll continue to see those increases as the legislature supports education.
Brian, how would you describe your values, voting values, in 3 words?
Honesty.
Honesty.
I would say prudence.
Yeah.
And thoughtfulness.
What kind of policies are you expecting or hoping to see from the nominees here today?
I'm more interested in listening.
Listening.
So yes, I mean this is the first caucus I've attended, so this is something of a learning experience.
Yeah.
And I'm here to listen.
Here at Harriman, we have a pretty big connection to business through our FBLA and DECA clubs and other things such as that. How do you plan to ensure that students have opportunities like you to maybe start their own business or kind of pursue those dreams in that kind of field?
That's actually a really good question. Me and my wife, we met in DECA.
Oh,
so
no way.
Yeah, we both qualified to go to nationals. I went to Bingham High School. My wife went to Pleasant Grove. We both qualified to go to nationals. We met there in the lobby playing card games. The rest is history. But DECA is a fantastic organization. Taught me a lot. I knew after joining that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, that I wanted to own my own small business, right? And so, joining clubs like that'll kind of give you a foot in the door, show you what it's like. And experience is the best teacher, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? So anything that you can do to give yourself that real world experience, get out, make sales, form relationships, talk to vendors, it'll teach you.
What's up, Mustangs? I'm reporting on girls lacrosse. This week, they had a close loss against Fremont, but Harriman is going to bounce back tonight against Lone Peak at 5:30. So show up and support the Mustangs.
What's up, Mustangs? I'm reporting on boys volleyball. On the 24th, they had an excellent win against Riverton, winning 3-0. On the 26th, they had a fantastic win against Copper Hills. Starting Friday and going to Saturday, they have a Fremont tournament, so make sure you show up to that both days and support your Harriman Mustangs volleyball team.
What's up, Mustangs? I'm reporting on boys lacrosse. This week, they had a 26-0 victory in dominating fashion against Orem. Then they had a great win against Lone Peak.
Hello, my name is Nate Mansilla, and my book of the week is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. Have you ever been interested in supernatural things? Well, this book hits on the topics very interestingly about a boy who gets raised by ghosts. That sounds cool to me, so come down and check it out at the library.
What's up, Mustangs? I'm Brody Bennett.
And I'm James Manning, and we're here with your weekend weather. Today's weather is a low of 47 and a high of 67.
Tomorrow's forecast is cloudy with a low of 54 and a high of 78.
On our lovely Sunday, our high is 78 with a low of 50. The day will be partially cloudy.
On the first day of spring break, which is Monday, the high should be 70 and the low being 47.
And lastly, Tuesday, with supposed news, it is supposed to be showering with raindrops with a high of 65 to a low of 44.
All right, that's all for your weekend weather.
Thank you for joining us today here on Mustang News Network.
Students, remember, next week is spring break, so do not attend school.